Afternoon here. It's the North Island Stitcher. I'm coming to you on the 15th of August, just after lunchtime. So I'm doing a video all about cross stitch, well, my cross stitch, and I'm just doing a whip, not a whip parade as such, just a progress update on what I've worked on since my last video. I want to thank all my new subscribers and everyone that's liked or left a comment. I appreciate every single one of you. I am still flabbergasted that I can have so many subscribers with only having 2 videos, but I love you all for all that you've done to help my channel get out there. So thank you to every single one of you. I want to shout out Kel's Stitches. She needs a lot of love at the moment. Go check her videos out. She has some absolutely amazing, humongous whips that are no longer whips, they are finishes. They're in her earlier videos. She's well worth watching. Mad Morty, thank you for shouting me out. Love your video. Miss Charlotte was absolutely rapt that you included her in your video. Alara, thank you for your shout out. I absolutely appreciate you putting the word out there. Also Creative Lee, a New Zealand FlossTuber who doesn't live that far away from me, and for shouting me out, thank you. A Kiwi, an Aussie in a Kiwi world, Judy up in Thames. It was awesome to see your video last night, and look forward to seeing your major whip parade with all your whips. I guess now we'll show my whips. First one was my mermaid. I did quite a bit more work on that one. I haven't done any more for a little while now. And last time you saw that, it was at this stage. We now have it off the Q-snap, and we have completely finished all the bottom section of her tail, including all the beading and all the seaweed, and we started on the top half of her body, and we'll get back to that again at some point, but I'm very happy with the progress that I have achieved so far. And that is Bella Filipina's, and when that's finished, that'll look like this. Sorry about the glare. Bella Filipina Aquamarina. The next one I worked on, which I'm working with my friend Nara. Unfortunately she's unable to visit at the moment, she's not well. She has the dreaded thing that's been going around for the last couple of years. And so we only stitch on that when we are stitching together, and I have got to this point so far. The middle motif is completed. And last time you saw that, it was looking like that, so I'm really happy with the progress with that. Would have more done, but we'll wait until she is feeling much better and able to pop round again. The next one I worked on was my Mini Kitty Magic. Last time you saw that, it was looking like that. Now, I actually did a real heap of stitching on this one. We've actually got to the bottom of the chart now, and here's where he's at now. He is over 80% stitched. Sorry, he's nearly at 80% stitched, so we got a good 10-12% stitched on this one. Really happy with the progress on that one. And when he's finished, he will Oops. He will look like that. So he's very close to being finished. I did have an FF, a start and finish in one day, and I'm not sure what they call that. And we had to do a name tag for a stitching day that I went to, which was lots of fun. And this is my stitching label that I did for when I go to stitchy days. Not out of a book, just out of my head. I had 3 new starts. I know, like I didn't have enough whips already. This one is what I've got so far on my first start. This is Sparkling Winter Sparkle. I started in the middle. This is stitched on 25 count, and I'm doing a 1/1 full cross. My cat one is on 16 count Aida, and that's just 2/1 for the Aida, and the Cat Lovers is on 18 count. I'm using a lot of silks, which you will recall from my previous one. The Mermaid is on Colour Cascade fabric, and that's on 28 count Evenweave. I should have mentioned that before, apologies that I didn't. My other 2 new starts is kits that I'd showed in my first video. One was Colours of Spring from Paine Free Crafts, and that is this lovely lady. I am over 9% stitched on her, so I'm actually really happy with the progress on her, and she will be my main focus piece for the next week. But I love the colours in her. My other new start is another Paine Free Crafts kit, which was another one that I showed in my first video, and that is for Sea Turtle. Both have been stitched on 25, no sorry, the Colours of Spring has been stitched on 18 count to match one of my previous finishes from there, so they can be companion pieces together. And this one is Sea Turtles, which I'm doing 2/1 10 stitch. All I've done is a bunch of white so far, because I started down in the corner with this one. So that one's been done in 10 stitch. That's the only stitching that I've done for the last 3 weeks. Not a lot in the grand scheme of things. I've had sick kids home. It's a bit hard to do much when you have sick kids home. I did take my daughter to the Cinderella Ballet that was in town on the 24th, no, the 4th of August. Absolutely wonderful show, loved it majorly. It's not your typical Cinderella show. It's very progressive, but it was so much fun to watch. And afterwards, on the way back to my car, we ran into some of the dancers, and my eldest daughter was absolutely rapt that she was able to get a photo with them. I won't show that because I don't have her permission to do so, but she was really happy to have that photo taken. I popped into a couple of shops while I was in town for that day. I popped into Minerva in Wellington City, who's the owner of New Zealand Quilter and Scott, and I picked up some pearl threads. This one's called Peacock. They're washed out a little bit, they are a little bit brighter than what they're showing up. Good on black. All of the colours would be good on black, but that's what that one's called. Mexico. That's not as bright as that, it's a little bit duller than that, but it's a lovely blue. and this one's called Asta. So this is some haul that I got. I also got in a couple of charts or a couple of kits from JK's. This came in between my first and second video, but I wasn't showing haul on my my web parade. I figured it was long enough. And the two charts I picked up was the tigers. Sorry about the glare. And apologies for the noise, they stuck together. Oops, sorry. And ballerina, because my eldest daughter loves doing ballet, so I figured she'd like it. I did buy some charts in the last few weeks. I went on to Etsy a little bit. That's a really bad rabbit hole to fall down. I bought this one from Andy Wilson. I was born year of the dragon, so dragons kind of stick out and say hello, bye me. I really like that. I'm not looking forward to all the black, but if I need some mind numbing, so I can go to them if I just need some brainless stitching. I did buy 4 different gnomes. I blame Stephanie on New Zealand Cross Stitch for finishing her gnome, and we fell down the gnome rabbit hole. This one's called Winter Gnome. This one's Mermaid Gnome, and both of these are from Art Co-us. This one, and my younger 2 girls love mermaids, so I figured they'd like that. I also went to Mia Stitch, and I thought these were just ones I just couldn't resist getting. We had to get the embroidery gnomes. And then we thought that these set of 3 winter gnomes looked pretty cool, so we also got those. Bought them while they were on special. You can never say no to a good special, good sale. The other 2 Etsy buys that I got, not so much Etsy buys, I bought a couple of charts from Tilton Crafts during their sale. This one's called Angel. Oops, sorry for the glare. There we go. Just think she's absolutely beautiful. And the other one I bought was a ballerina, also from Tilton Crafts. Love the muted colours. So that's all of those ones. I had an order with Art and Frame from Christchurch, and that came in the day after I did my whip braid. That was bad timing, and I bought this one after seeing Lee's one from Creative Lee. Oh, sorry, that's better. And I'm swapping out some of the colours. I'm going to be using a Water Lilies colour for the lighthouse. I haven't sorted the other colours yet. I'll have to stash into my Silks for You stash for them. So that's that one I bought. I also got 4 of the Wood series, and that would be Ferret, because I already have the other 4, the first 4. The Ferret, the Bear, the Bald Eagle, makes a lot of sense considering it's the 7th month, which is July, and the Barn Owl. And going with the Bald Eagle, I'm wholly in agreement with Kat from Cat Stitch. She's another awesome FlossTuber to go have a look at. And they need to put an option out for people in other countries. Doesn't always have to be patriotic. I'm nothing against Americans, please don't think that, but people from out in other countries want to be able to stitch your designs as well, but if we're not in America, then the patriotic ones kind of don't fit for us. So maybe they could think of doing a more neutral theme for July. Just an idea. The other chart that I bought was Holiday Quaker. I also like the Halloween Quaker, I just haven't got that one yet, but I really like the Holiday Quaker. So I don't normally have a lot of haul, this is just a real big one-off. I bought a 6x6 Q-snap for my 9-year-old daughter because I broke her hoop, so I figured I needed to replace it, so I replaced it with a Q-snap. And I bought that from Judy for an Aussie in a Kiwi world, and she sent me extra surprise goodies, which I'm absolutely surprised by and absolutely grateful for. And she sent me the letter G with the mermaid from Nora Corbett. I have a daughter that starts with the letter G. She also sent me the fairies letter G. Might need to change some of the colours, but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing those. And I have two daughters that start with the letter C, my 9-year-old and my stepdaughter. And they both start with the letter CH, but that's okay. We can change the colours around to make it work for them, so they have one each. So thank you, Judy, for those. That was some really lovely happy mail to receive. I did go into Typo when I went into town to the ballet show, and people go on about the monthly planners, and sometimes they're just hard to get here, or it takes a really long time to ship here. So I went into Typo and I found one that was virtually the same as what others are able to get. I just need to set it out and lay it out, and I can get started on doing that. But it works for us here. I bought that from Typo if anybody over here is interested in having a look. But that's how we go. That's how we've got that. Don't think I have. No, I don't have anything else really at the moment. Next time I will show my daughter's stitching. They've asked me to, but I didn't pull it out today, so I will get them to pull it out because they've put them away. So I don't want to rummage through their things. I guess that's all I can say at the moment. Keep warm if you're in a cold place. Keep cool if you're in a hot place. And just enjoy your stitching.